As we're gearing up to get back to school, I thought it might be fun if we shared some of our go-to apps, the apps that are on our iPad home screens that we use most often in the classroom. First off, I'll start with something basic. I use the camera app a lot with my students to film them as they're doing presentations or as they're doing pieces of acting. That way I can then give them some feedback and formative assessment. I can also take those videos and post them to the next app that I'll discuss. Right below the camera app on my screen is the icon for Edmodo, which is a free, secure classroom environment that allows teachers and students to interact. I can post documents, presentations, videos, and this is where I might post a student video and set the privacy just to that particular student so that they can watch themselves and assess themselves. Students can submit assignments here, and they can also engage in discussion. It's a very, very handy tool. All right, next up is Remind 101, which is a free, secure texting service. Students and parents can send a code to your classroom number, and then you can send out homework reminders, project due dates. If you're a coach, you can use this to say when a game has been canceled or postponed. If you are an advisor, you can use it to send out meeting reminder dates or just all kinds of things. Students cannot text you back, and they never know your private number. But the icon labeled Teacher is my Socrative Teacher app. Socrative is another free service that allows students to be able to respond. It's a student response system. You can create quizzes, you can ask questions. It's very easy to use for formative assessment. And students can use just about any device in the world to participate. There's a free app for all platforms, and they can even use computers. Socrative came in very handy last year, and if you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to do so. My current favorite presentation app is Haiku Deck, which helps eliminate death by PowerPoint because it only allows a very minimal amount of text. The other nice thing about it is that if you put in a keyword, it goes out to the web and finds HD, high-quality, copyright-friendly images to use on your slides. It's very reminiscent of the image-focused slides that TED presenters use in TED Talks. Finally, I used 3 different apps to create this tutorial today. I used Telegami, which you can see in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, to create the little animated mini-me. I used Explain Everything to annotate the title slide, and finally I tied it together using iMovie. Hopefully you heard something today that you'd like to try in your classroom, and if you're up to it, I'd love to know what you're using in your classroom. So if you have different apps on your iPad screen, please feel free to share. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.